Hey guys, I'm Sam with Scrappy Industries. Have you ever had something sent to you that you really just couldn't live without? Well, today, that's a 1940s Cleveland diesel engine. We're gonna go pick it up in the morning, so tonight we're gonna get the Superliner and the little Terex crane out, load up the Terex on the trailer, and get ready to head out in the morning. All we gotta do is air up the bags, and we're good to go. We're all chained down, tied down, ready for departure. I haven't used a little Terex in a while now, not since we did Dad's porch with her. I'm pretty excited. I love this little crane. It makes any trailer a little boom truck at the end of the day. Good morning, guys. Bright and early the next morning. Let's get her fired up. Let's get out of here. It's about 39 degrees out right now. I think that's like 3 or 4 C for the rest of the world, but 39 bald eagles. Starting the V8s in the cold is basically just boring. Let's do it. This truck's a 3-button air system, which means this is basically the system air, this is the tractor only, and this is the trailer. These are really nice because you can push the truck off, just pull it with one hand without worrying about holding in the yellow like you do on a 2-button. Let her warm up a little bit more for us. At least this truck has a good heater. The Ford likes to freeze you. So I'll try to tell you the little bit I know about this engine. I'm no expert in it by any means, but it's a Cleveland diesel, which basically in the 40s when this engine was built, this was originally the Linden Engine Company, and General Motors bought them in the 1930s and created the Cleveland Engine Company. And primarily what they built engines for were marine applications, a lot of different boats. Most of their work in the 40s was just military, Navy applications. This 3-cylinder engine that we're going to pick up, it would have been a generator on a ship, most likely. Could have been a backup generator somewhere as well. But it's the smallest variety of the 268A series. It's 6.5-inch bore, 7-inch stroke. I think that's like a little over 200 cubic inches per cylinder. It is a 2-stroke. They are mechanical unit injectors. So a lot of things about it are very Detroit-like as far as that goes. It's really kind of a miniature EMD train engine. Now, GM also owned EMD, Electromotive. So in the early days, Cleveland was making engines for EMD that they were using in locomotives. But as far as I can tell, EMD was making their own engines. The bigger things like the 567s, those were branded both Cleveland and EMD, but they were the same engine. They were, I think, both manufacturing in different plants. So there is kind of some tie between this thing and EMD train engines, which I think that is super cool. I don't know. I don't know a lot about it, like I said, but hopefully it turns over. Hopefully we can get it running. I mean, we'll see what we're doing later today. Maybe we'll be starting to tinker with this engine, but that's kind of the history of it as far as I know. I'm sure there's more out there to read. Another interesting fact, what I saw, there's around 5,000 of these engines built. There's also around 5,000 E9 V8s like in this Mack build. So they're both, you know, a pretty rare breed as far as that goes. So I don't know. It's one of those things, obviously, I have absolutely no need for it, but I thought it was cool and we're going to pick her up. The Fort Allen Antique Farm Equipment Association, apparently, where we're going. Look at that cool old lathe. Pratt & Whitney. It's behind a bunch of plows, it looks like. We got there a little HD6 action, maybe. Oh yeah, it is an HD6. What a cutie. International TD something. Another HD6. Nice looking one over there. There it is. Well, heck, we'll just pull right up to it like we know what we're doing. Well, that thing's pretty big, isn't it? Check some things out here first. Wow. It's definitely bigger than I anticipated. I mean, it's like head height. Whew. I hope we don't have trouble lifting this thing. We might have to two-part. I'll hook one of them right there. That's cool gauges. How you doing? Give yourself a pitch.
So this is Fort Allen Antique Tractor Club. We have 2 shows down here a year. We do the spring holiday in May, and then we have a summer show in July. I can get the actual dates for you guys and share them.
Okay.
We are featuring Caterpillar and Tractor Machinery this year.
Okay.
As our feature tractor for the year. So starting in July, we'll be featuring that. 2026, we'll actually be featuring the Chapter 16 International Club. Down here, we'll be featuring international tractors.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, this engine here actually came from New York. The same place that the big engine out of National Pike came from, and we have one of the other ones down here as well.
Okay. Was it on a ship or was it the stationary power?
That I couldn't answer.
Okay. With a little bit of research I did, Cleveland's were mostly on ships, and this would have been like the hotel generator, what you call it. Or just the ship power, and they had 8-cylinder versions of this same engine as like the main power.
Okay.
So But it is a two-stroke, kind of Detroit-like in a lot of the things about it. Do you know if it's ran in any amount of recent time, or does it turn over?
It hasn't run since it's been here.
Okay. Did it run up there?
No, I think so.
Okay.
It's been sitting here for quite some time.
Okay. Oh. Come on, in back. Trying to find a decent point to lift. There's a lifting eye way down in there. If we can hook it, I'm a little worried about the valve cover. Maybe we can just take the valve cover off. What's it look like in here, Andrew? Brand new?
Oh, probably brand new.
It might not be as bad as you think. It is good looking in there. Wow, look at that. That's a good sign. She's gonna be running today.
I'd like to see it.
Oh yeah, look at that. So that's the injector there, and then 4 valve. That's cool. And that gets us a little more access down to that eye. Just too cold for it. Easy, easy. I don't know if it needs to be that way as much as I think. I guess I'd rather pick with that side, really. I don't know. It's all heavy, I'd say. Watch yourself. I bet the LMI would be beeping at us. Woo! I don't know. We might be winching it on. The old pine crib block wasn't having it. Maybe we ought to see if we can pick up one end. Wow. She's heavy. We didn't even budget. We didn't even like, we didn't like try to move it. Give her one more. I'm gonna give her one more go, otherwise I think we're gonna have to get closer if we're gonna have any shot.
Let's see if you can just pick up the back.
Well, this side's now permanent.
Oh, nice.
We could just hook the hook right to it, I guess. Apparently I can't boom with the remote anymore. That's cool. We can at least pick half. Wonder if we could spin it around. We gotta be able to get it. Of course, we're teetering it somewhere in the middle too. I don't think it's gonna help. Let's hook it back up once and see what happens. It doesn't take much. Yeah. You want to lengthen that other side now? Yeah, let's try that. Come on, girl, you can do it. Was kind of stuck in the ground. go. Yeah, I saw that. Well, I don't know if I feel good about it or not, but it's in the air. I definitely like being in the seat and having a little bit of feel of what we're doing more. Now we got to sneak it past this building. There's more. How's that? Swing her over? What's that? Okay. I can just use it back here now. No, that's it might be for the better, this piece of junk. Wow, that's so much bigger than I anticipated this thing being. I just hope we can get boomed down enough to spin.
You know, I think if you wouldn't have picked up the back first, I don't know if it would have picked it all at once. It was sunk too far.
As I see all the dirt there, I thought it was like crib blocks, not.
That's what I thought too. I'd never seen it move from that place. Like my whole life, it sat right there.
Yeah. When do I need to start raising it?
Whenever you want to.
I just want to keep it close. Good enough. Good enough. It's on there.
Does that crane have the ability to like run through another snatch internally to get?
Two-part?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the block up here.
Okay.
We should have probably put it in two-part. I was like, I don't want to put it in two-part, but we should have put it in two-part. Because that was all single part wanted. How much ground do you guys have here?
50 acres.
Okay, cool.
And during the spring plow day, pretty much every field you see, we plow.
Oh yeah. Was that like coming in right by the road? Is that your field that was all plowed up?
We just plowed that for the neighbor for West Overton.
Oh, okay.
So that way they can plant crops for the winter.
I gotcha.
But that was club members who did all that.
You get to come out here and play.
Yep, that's the fun part.
Yeah. So is this more kind of an agricultural show than Brownsville, you'd say?
It's more agriculture, but we do have some construction fun.
Yeah.
Every now and then.
Yeah. I feel like Brownsville is pretty minimally agriculture, so if you're interested in that.
Yep. Club TD9.
It's a cool little TD9.
Yep. My T340 I need to get back up and running.
Got a nice looking undercarriage.
Yeah. Different pieces.
Are you going to put a blade on it, or what are you doing?
I actually sold the blade for it.
Okay. Okay.
So we didn't even put the hydraulic pump back on it, so hoping to plow with it a little bit. And,
Okay.
just play with it down here, really. I need to finish up the seat for it other than that.
Man, even has a good exhaust manifold on it.
Yep.
Seems like all these old Alice exhaust manifolds are wild.
Yeah, the other one up there, other two up there are both shot.
Yeah. That's the sweet power unit for the sawmill there.
Yep. International 6-cylinder.
Nice. I don't know much about these old fricks, but I always thought they were cool. It takes like 3 people to saw logs.
Yeah. We have this one, then we have a portable one. We do a show in Dunn every year. It's
Okay.
the first weekend in October. So actually pull that one up there to
Okay.
do demonstrations up there.
Matt, do they have your 750 CFM beat? Oh wow, it looks even bigger from this angle. So that's a TD24 engine then? Is that what a UD4 would be?
Yep.
Starts on gas?
Switches to diesel.
That's cool. Does it run?
Yep.
I'm guessing by the new batteries.
Yep.
You guys must keep Rural King in business. Wow. Portable air compressors. I mean, it is portable.
Hook to it and go.
I don't know that it'd be much heavier than that engine we just lifted.
The HD6 pulls it around.
Yeah.
Those before.
I have not. What we got going on here?
The payloader, I don't remember the exact model of it. It's a TD9 motor.
Okay. Is this like our winter front, or is there's no radiator up here?
Nope. Radiator's in the back.
They were ahead of Komatsu. It's like the first rear engine loader?
Yep. Well, one of them. I mean, I believe there's very few of them made.
It's essentially a 953C. Huh, an actual payloader. So International was trying, huh?
Yeah.
I wonder what year that is.
I'd have to ask, Patsy's the owner of it, so I'd have to ask him.
Like, did they do that while? Yeah, I mean, that's an old, like, UD engine, so.
Yep.
That's way older than, like, a 125 or a 175 would be. They gave up on that idea. Is it still mechanical drive, I'm guessing?
Yeah. Yes.
That's pretty wild. I've never seen one of those. Didn't know they were a thing.
The only other one I've seen was up in New York. There's a museum.
Okay.
There's one in that they sold off.
That's neat. If you guys like cat, don't come here.
I'll be bringing a couple cats to the summer show, but not many down
You
here.
can notice there are 0 cats. They're still out working.
And then this is just our maintenance building, and then that's a full-on blacksmith shop.
Okay. That's nice, like, just a whole nice little area in here. Yeah.
Registration building. And then we have a museum up
Model train display? Oh, yeah. I like that. That's pretty cool. Gonna have to come check this out next year.
Yep.
Not even too far from home.
Bring some cats.
I meant just bringing me in the pickup for the day. That's so much less work.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, we're loaded up. Just got a nice little tour of this show with Andrew. If you guys are out this way, this is Mount Pleasant, Pennsylvania, which is basically where 70 meets the Turnpike, 76. And it's just go down 119 from there a little bit, not far. Really nice little show they have here. Bring your cats, support the Caterpillar movement, and come check them out. Let's get turned around and go home. Is Fort Allen. Well, the good news is it looks like that everything we left with made it home. We have our brand new Cleveland diesel, and we have, of course, the little Terex. It's not that we couldn't unload this thing with the Volvo loader, but I kind of want to use the 30B instead. Not happy, Bob. Get her unchained now. Have air. This is great. Part is about all she wants to set her down. We got her. So now we're just going to have to pull the truck out from underneath it and we'll set it right on the ground. The couple links that we moved that thing sure helped level it all out. The old 30B didn't mind too much. I love it. We're gonna have to give 30B some love. She's handy. So to lower a load down easily with just that brake band can be hard to do. So what you do is you leave the machinery disengaged like it is right now, and then you hold the hoist brake in. Like if the machinery was turning, it would go up right now. Now when we let off the brake pedal, you have the inertia of all this machinery to get rolling. And that allows us to control it very, very smoothly. See, we're turning all that machinery. It's still the same brake. It just gives you way more control of the load. We'll hold it there and we'll go grab some crib blocks. Well, there she sits, boys and girls. We made it home safely. I like using the old 30B. We can do some petting on her and get her swinging and tracking properly so we can use her more. So I'm trying to see here quickly. We have this DC generator, which I would have thought this guy would be your exciter. But then we also have another DC generator of 20 kilowatts, so maybe they actually needed DC power. And then we have an AC generator up here. It's 125 kVA of 450 volt 3-phase. Oh, the exciter is 125 volt DC. What is this? Okay, so this is 125 volt DC. That's your, this is definitely your exciter generator. This guy here, 120 volts of DC. They must have just used that on the ships. I guess that's the other thing we're learning here. Seeing all the Westinghouse Bureau of Ships Navy Department does confirm this thing was on a boat. Huh. Will any of it turn? That is the question. Well, let's get the crane unhooked and then we'll play with this thing. I don't know if you'd recommend prying on the guard. Oh, went a little. It went more than none, and then it got tighter. Can we go this way? Well, at least goes back and forth a tiny bit. I assume that's the dipstick, Jimmy? That's thinking with your dipstick, Jimmy. So I believe this is the oil cooler. As you can see how massive that is. This is the blower on this end because this is a 2-stroke blower scavenged motor, just like any Detroit. Air inlet, that's where the ether goes. Pulls it into the blower, through the blower, which would just be like a root style. This is your intake manifold coming in, so the pistons go down, open up the port. There's no intake valve. So when the piston comes down, it blows it into the cylinder, and then the piston comes up past, closes that port. And of course you have an explosion as it's coming down. The exhaust valve opens, pushes in new air. There's only 2 strokes. That's why it's a 2-stroke. Another thing I thought was really cool looking at this is the starter is basically just a motor through some sort of gear reduction into the flywheel, but it's an Allis-Chalmers manufacturing company starter. Thought that was pretty cool. All the tags on this thing are really neat. This is some sort of solenoid for the starter. So the start button over there comes in here. It says this is a 36 volt starter, so we'll just have to line up 3 batteries through here and see what happens. Oh, somebody stole some cool tag off of her. Probably some sort of junction box was there. I don't know, let's see if we can get her free. If we pull these covers off the side, we'd probably be looking in at the rods, I'm guessing. I guess this is sort of like a bed plate engine, I think. I think center line of crank is probably right there. So, I guess you would be looking, you know, up and down at the rod bearings there. Hopefully the blower spins. Hopefully the pistons aren't stuck. Something was definitely stopping those, so I don't know. Let's start seeing if we can free her up at all. Before we get too carried away, let's not forget to put our chains and binders away and unload little T-Rex. Gonna put it clear to the back because hopefully it's not in here long, and getting it turned in over here would be difficult. Raise her down. Why is it leaning? Are we stuck on a board? Can you guys see? I just want to slide this block out a little bit. I think we got her now. It didn't get any smaller. It's massive.